Kitchen. I'm Kat and today we are going to share with you another recipe. Today we are going to make Japanese tempura with cold soma noodles. It's a perfect dish for summer. So in today's recipe we are going to learn how to make tsuyu. And with tsuyu we can make the dipping sauce for tempura and also the cold soma noodle. Alright, so now let's get started with this crispy, yummy, summer-loving dish. So here are some of the ingredients that we'll be using today. We will be frying the vegetables, so we have broccoli, eggplant, carrot, lotus root, shiitake mushroom, and this is perilla leaves. You can also use shiso leaf, which is what they commonly use in Japan, but today I could only find perilla. Perilla leaf is more commonly used in Korean recipes, but they taste quite similar. It's minty, it's like herb, kind of like basil or mint. You can definitely give this a try. We'll also need some mirin, soya sauce, kombu, and shiitake mushroom. You can refer to the recipe list and take a screenshot and bring it along when you grocery shop. We just have to cut away the stem. That's it. Keep it aside. Next is enoki mushroom. Just have to separate the enoki mushrooms into smaller bunches, depending on how big you like. Sometimes you can fry it like a bigger piece, like a fan, or if you like it smaller because it's easier to chew. It's really up to you. Take one section out, roll it out like that if you want to make a fan shape. I like having tempura, enoki tempura. I think it tastes kind of meaty, which is like a very different flavor. Actually, deep fried mushrooms in general are really tasty. I like to have broccoli tempura. My husband especially, he loves broccoli. The quantity of the vegetables in this recipe is really up to you guys. So depending on how much you would like to have, more vegetables or the kind of vegetables you want to add into your tempura, it's really free for you to try out and really based on your liking. When you're preparing your broccoli, make sure that they're not big pieces, right? If not, it'll be really hard for you to cook, for it to be cooked thoroughly. I would recommend to cut it in half like I did here. So here, just go from the stem, cut it in half, break it up, and then you can just shave away some of these extra leaves. Next, we are going to slice lotus root. Slice it thinly like this. Alright. Lotus root is similar to potato. They oxidize really fast. So to keep it, you should always put it in a bowl of water to prevent it from turning brown. Meanwhile, then you can take care of the other elements. Next, we have to cut some spring onions. So about 2 stalks of spring onions is more than enough. Goes into the cold salmon dipping sauce. Just slice it finely. First thing we need to prep before we start cooking is ginger. We need to grate the ginger. So first, let's peel the skin. The fastest way to peel the ginger skin is to use a spoon. With a grater, grate the ginger. Keep it aside. So we are also going to slice some perilla leaves and add it into the cold salmon noodle dip. It's more commonly used in Korean recipes because perilla leaf is from Korea. Shiso leaf is like the Japanese equivalent. The taste is really quite similar. It's kind of minty. You should give it a try. To slice it, we just have to roll it up from the top. And then just slice it on the side. Next, we are going to cut the eggplant. You can get the long pearl brinjal eggplant, or you can get like an aubergine, like a fatter one like this. So both works. I always try to cut the eggplant last because eggplant also oxidizes, but you can't really put it in water or anything, so it's best not to let it sit around for too long. So cut it same thickness and then keep it aside. For the somen, we are going to use this kind of somen. So it's a colorful somen noodle with veggie juices infused in the noodle itself. It comes in green, yellow and orange. In a pot of boiling water, put in your somen. Boil it for a few minutes. Be sure to put your somen into an ice bath. Because we're having the noodle cold, we don't want it to be steaming and cooking longer. So this will help it to quickly reduce its temperature and get cold faster. We're going to make a vegan tempura batter. We'll first put in all-purpose flour into a bowl. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, half a teaspoon of salt. Whisk up the dry ingredients. Now the key to making crispy batter is cold temperature and sparkling water. So add in the sparkling water. You see how I'm not vigorously mixing it. I'm trying to do a gentle spin so we don't break the bubble formation within the batter, because that's what helps to make it crispy. Now check the thickness of the batter. It's not too runny. Looks good. Alright. Now let's start deep frying our tempuras. Let's test if the oil is hot enough by dropping a few drops of the batter. You see how it floats up and bubbles? Now it's hot enough. We'll put our heat to medium-low. Make sure the oil is not too hot, if not you'll be burning the batter first. The outside will be cooked and crispy, but the inside will be raw. When it's close to done, there'll be much lesser bubbles around it. That's because there's no more water in your batter. Now that's when you know it actually is already crispy. The ratio for tempura dipping sauce is 1:4. So 1 portion of the tsuyu that we made earlier to 4 portion of warm water. So 1 portion of tsuyu and 4 portion of warm water. And for the somen dipping sauce is 1:3. So 1 portion of the tsuyu to 3 portion of cold water because we are having cold somen. Some spring onion, a dollop of ginger, and some shiso leaf if you like. Now let's do a taste test. Okay, I'm very excited to eat now. Which one should we taste first? Tempura? Okay, let's go. My favorite part of the tempura is actually the perilla leaf. So let me dip it. The batter is really crispy. It's very light. Let me try one more piece. Next we'll try the enoki mushroom. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Crunchy, 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 crunchy. Okay, now let's try the somen. Swirl it around. It's cold. The ginger just makes it so much better. Okay, I'm totally enjoying this. Alright, we have come to the end of this recipe video. I hope you will go and give this a try. It's really yummy. It's different from the char soba that is more common and familiar to us. If you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!